Yo, what's up? Bob here. Welcome to Vinyl Finds on the Bob Bradley YouTube channel. This is number 24. That's right, folks. 24. Found some records this week. We're going to get into those right now. Coming out of the gate, bam! That's right, Graham Central Station. Promotional copy. Boom. White label promo. That's right. I was looking for a copy of this, waiting around to find a clean one, and lo and behold, the clean one that I find is a white label promo. This is a very funky record. The vocals are kind of gospel, but still very funky. Side 2 funkier than side 1. Larry Graham leading this ensemble of musicians with kind of a slapping bass style, kind of the originator of that style, really. Great record, classic in its own right. This is the first record by Graham Central Station. If you see it, get it. It's inexpensive. Good record, very funky, very funky. Speaking of funky, remember last week when I got this? Funkadelic's One Nation Under a Groove. This was an upgrade copy for me. I had a beaten and battered copy of this record for years now, and this was the minty copy that I had been looking for. That said, upon doing research on this album, I realized that it came originally with a 7-inch EP. That's right, you got it, a 7-inch EP. Now, I did not have that. So I immediately set out on a quest, bam, to get it so they can go with this record. On this 7-inch EP is, I think, what would be a live version of Maggot Brain. And on the other side, Lunch Metaphobia and the PE Squad. That's right. This comes on 2 different labels, the one with the palm trees or this one. Little matching set there, and I'm just going to open this and slide this right on in there. There we go. Okay. Boom. Next, I was out doing a little digging. I thought I would stop into Half Price Books, which I think a lot of us go to. I saw this record here. This is Prince's Love Sexy, right? Great record. Check it out. $25. It's kind of high, but this was in excellent condition. This is a very nice condition record, and I thought, I'll pay up for it. I looked at the record, looked good. You know, mint, in fact. I get home, got the inner sleeve, that's nice. I get home, and right at the bottom here, you're never going to be able to see this, but I'm going to try. It says, manufactured by Columbia House under license. In the tiniest little print. You see, here I was trying to pay up for a record I didn't have. Like, screw it, I'll pay up for this Prince album that I don't have. And I looked it up, you know. Some have been sold in the past for around $30. In mint condition, probably sealed. This isn't sealed, and it probably isn't mint. It's got just like a tiny little bend here in the corner, but I'm not sure if I'm keeping this yet. I might return that. I don't mean to be a snob over the Columbia House stuff, but I would prefer to have the real legit 100% legit pressing of the record. If it's something uber rare or really, really hard to get, I might keep a Columbia House pressing, but I don't know. how do you guys feel about Columbia House pressings, BMG, and all of that? So the Prince is on ice right now. I may return it. I could spend that $25 on something else and find that at a later time. I'm probably going to return that. Next. Bam. Look at this beautiful, beautiful copy of Wes Montgomery's California Dreaming. Now, a lot of people might disregard Wes. They might say, oh, his records are not really that collectible or whatever. This is on Verve, by the way. Got this black label. I think this is 1966, maybe? Yeah, probably so. It doesn't say on here, but I'm just going to guess 1966. Obviously, this opens with a cover of California Dreaming. And what can you say about Wes Montgomery other than he's a perfect master of the electric guitar? The technical skill is very high with this one. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful record. Beautiful record. Herbie Hancock plays on this album. Bet you didn't know that. $5. Guitar player, gotta have it. You know, it's part of my research material. Moving right along. Got to be careful with this one. Got to be very careful with this one. This is NoFX, Heavy Petting Zoo, with the kind of, you know, frowned upon cover that, you know, shows a man expressing his love for a farm animal. On the front, it says, eating lamb, as you can see. Don't want to get my video flagged here, so I'm not going to lead with a big fat shot of the record here, but that's it. NoFX, Eating Lamb, Heavy Petting Zoo, whatever DD wants is on that record. Great album, by the way. NoFX. My favorite NoFX record, obviously, you know, I know this is a you know, typical kind of answer to that question, but you know, Punk and Drublic, great record. Moving right along, this week I was working on the Waits collection when I found this one. Blood Money, in very, very good condition. Awesome artwork. The back, I gotta show you the back of it. Boy, does Tom know how to, does he know how to make a record look cool. Golly. Yeah, you know, this is like that kind of early 2000s work. This is when he's really getting into a very particular sound. He's gone away from a lot of piano stuff, obviously, and has like a very definitive thing going on at the time. Great record. If you're into Tom Waits, Blood Money, not one of the one of my 4 favorites, which I'm still looking for one of those records. Bone Machine, do not have it. Looking desperately for it. I will find it. Let's get into some of the heavy hitters from this week. Bam! All right. I did some trading. Took my bag, went to the record store, and I traded some records for this. Boom. Black Flag, damaged, second pressing. Vinyl is in spectacular condition. Cover, you know, is was owned by some punk rockers for sure. And this is a masterpiece of a record. This is Rawlings in his finest form with Black Flag. This is pretty, I mean, You could say that they had some other moments, but this is, if you got to have this. This is must-own Black Flag content. Okay? Blue label here. Obviously on SST. Black Flag damaged. Here's the thing. Traded for that some records. If let me pull something. If you remember, in my trade bag, I had a very minty copy of this record, Roxy Music. Okay, and I traded that. I bought that copy because it was super clean for the sole reason of having trade fodder. I bought it for $5 and I thought, oh yeah, this is going to work out really great for me. It's in great shape. I'm going to be able to trade it. And so I did on this Black Flag damaged record. A few hours after I did the trade, the record store owner called me and said, got some bad news. I said, what? He said, this record in the Roxy Music inside the jacket is actually Sirens, or Siren rather, which is another Roxy Music record, the one with the mermaid on the front. So I'm gonna go back and give him another record or a little bit of cash and get my record back. I don't have Siren. I don't have that record, and now I'll have the record, but I won't have the correct sleeve. I don't know what happened there. I guess I didn't check. I guess I didn't check it when I bought it. Anyway, sorry about the digression, but check your records. I know this guy well enough that he didn't even look at the records when I traded him, because I normally have pretty good stuff. But that's the kind of thing that happens when you're not being diligent. All right. Let's get into this. This is the ultimate piece for the week. That's right, guys. Syd Barrett, The Madcap Laughs. That's right. On Harvest, you got it. Beautiful, beautiful condition. This is the type of cover that I just love the look of. You know, I put this in the same category as maybe like an Abbey Road, or there's just something about the way that the pictures, photos, if you will, look from that period, and, you know, spectacular looking cover. This is the type of record, I see it, boom, I buy it. Got this from a good buddy of mine. He found it out doing some deep digging, and you know, thank you, Dwight. Bam, The Madcap Laughs. Super glad to have that. Boom. Other albums I have with Syd Barrett on them. That's right, A Saucer Full of Secrets. Rainbow label, 69, I believe. And Piper at the Gates of Dawn, also on the Rainbow label from 69. That pretty much does it for this week's Vinyl Finds. Been listening to some Misfits. Been listening to that Funkadelic 7-inch a lot. That live Maggot Brain on there is it's fire. You know, listen to that Wes Montgomery quite a bit, and I'm really stoked on these records, so I was glad to find them. Had some mishaps this week with the Prince and the Roxy Music, but what are you gonna do? I'll get that straightened out and continue the quest for vinyl excellence. That said, Speaking of excellence, we are sitting here today with the Lester Pulphus. Bam, beautiful instrument of the gods. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment, tell a friend. Until we meet again, Bob out.